Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Eddie Clutch, and we live out here, Smooth Studios. Got my boy True in the cut, and we getting ready for this new music video, new song coming out. It's called Ja, and yeah, shout out Ja Morant. So we hype for this shit. We're shooting a video next week, or week after, or whenever it is. We're gonna get lit right now. My boy True in the cut right now. Get shit following. What you guys say?
Shit, man. Ja's about to be taking over the streets. Make sure y'all really tune in when it drops. I'm gonna have my son Vanguard definitely work on this video. We're gonna definitely do a post. We're gonna probably do a post out. Make sure like people can DM. It's gonna be secluded still. We can't have anybody pulling up. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have people coming in there and we're gonna get lit for real. You can get sturdy.
What part of the Bronx are you from?
Over by Gun Hill.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I kind of know like where like Shy K, so that's like where I'll be at and shit over there.
Oh, wait, by Shy K. Oh shit. Where's that, by ECG?
I'm not sure.
I think that's by ECG. Yeah, I'll be around them areas. I'll be around there.
Like Flatbush, Utica Ave, my grandma lives on.
Oh, you talking about yeah. That's on the 5 train. That's like the end of the 5 train route. I'm on the other side of it.
Yeah, so we're gonna get lit in this video. Like I said, we'll be cutting promos for this. You're gonna be seeing this on all your feeds all the time. Gotta get best cameramans on this shit. Gotta get the best people on this. Everybody, if you're gonna pull up to this shit, get sturdy, get active, get lit. Stay safe out here because we gonna get crazy on this shit. Cause like I said, gotta do crazy things.
You're gonna see these top basketball stars for like warming up to your song. Because of what he has.
Ja Morant.
I don't know how he do that.
I know.
Hey, imagine Ja Morant just starts warming up and he hears his song like shit. He's gonna get all his boys with the red laser again. He'll be like, oh, where's that Clutch at?
Yo, I'm definitely not gonna be sleeping. This is like straight motivation. Like
this is, man, like really.
Like even a lot of people right now like asking me like, oh, can I repost or do this shit for them? Nah, bro, like. You see what I be doing and you be around me what I be doing, so do the same shit.
Exactly.
Look for you as soon as the same way I find, you can find the same way. I'm telling you how to do it and you wanna jump on my wagon and make me do it for everybody. I can't do that, bro.
That's why, exactly. Like I just did this one song with my boy Polo Shock, shout out my boy Polo Shock. What happened was that in the line I go, shit, what was it? Feels good rejecting girls who once ignore me, say loyal to the ones who built and restored me. Basically that line saying that everybody that's coming back in my life were all these people that were hating on me, doing shit that they were clowning me. Oh, you want to be a rapper, you want to do this, like you're never gonna make it. But when I made it, they were like, yo, remember me? I'm like, yeah, I remembered you. You gave me the motivation to be where I'm at now. Thank you for hating on me. I don't fuck with you.
Basically, it's just like you're basically just like fuck them niggas.
Yeah, basically. And then what I do now,
like since you're from the Bronx, and I fucking love the Bronx. I love New York. I fucking like. I wish I could be out there. I don't know. Like I just feel like I'm at home when I'm out there. Like I go to the bodega, all that shit. Like feel me? I'll be out there like dolly by myself and shit. I drive, so it's like. I don't really like. I'll be out there like if I'm not working in here, like I'll be out there just like doing my thing. I know Matt has out
and
there.
niggas be afraid
just smoking
of uptown
on the block.
For real.
Like I like all that shit.
Why niggas be afraid of uptown? Niggas be bugging, man.
I don't know, but oh yeah, how do you feel about the drill scene currently? Like, what's up with it?
The drill scene, like,
you like that shit or not really?
Nah, yeah, I fuck with drill. I think drill's still going. Like people talking about
smoke, all the
people talking about drill is dying, but drill is running right now, and it's still gonna be running. Like it might die at some point, like any other thing that's growing.
Because there's always a get back. That's the problem. There's always gonna be a get back.
But no matter what, like, alright, boom, it goes just like this. There's songs that was playing when we was younger that thought that would never get played again, like in those type of genres, right?
Yeah.
Now that we old, they don't get played no more because them shits is legendary now. The same thing with drill. It's like say drill dies out in 10 years. The generation that starts in the next 20 years, they're gonna be listening to drill throughout. And Macy's,
they're gonna start their own drill wave.
Macy's is gonna be playing in drill music. JC Penney gonna be playing drill music because that's gonna be the music that's gonna be that legendary, that's really going out for real. Like that's how everything goes.
Go, damn, I remember that song. I remember this song. It's like songs from like Tupac, Biggie. That you hear those songs and it's like they died out, unfortunately, because they're legends. I don't want to, you know, put them down. Those types of songs died out. But when you listen to, you know, radio stations, you listen to, you scroll on TikTok and you hear like those songs again, like they do like remixes on them. They do and they do all that. Yeah.
It be sometimes that like you really think it does die out, but when you go chill with some old heads for real, they really still playing just.
They really do.
Still playing just Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah,
all 80s and 70s music they playing really only, and that's where a lot of people's fan base be at too. Exactly. It's not just all about the youngins. There's a lot of youngins, but the old heads be playing the musics too. But we just don't be realizing it until later in life. Yeah,
exactly. And then
especially
too,
when
you know,
driving by.
Yeah, and then too, like when you have the drill songs, they have these like the K-Flock type beats. They're all sampled songs, and you listen to these sample songs. They're all like these old like rock songs and all these pop songs from like the 80s and shit, and they sample it. And then when you have an audience that's listening to your drill, and then somebody writes, oh, this was a song sampled from like 1974, you're gonna have people that listen to that song when it first came out in 74, listen to this new song and be like, oh, I love that sample. Yeah, I remember listening to this song. It's great that they brought that song back. You're gonna gather a whole new audience in with that, and that's how you're gonna grow as an artist.
The problem with that, it's fire. These samples is hard as shit, but dude, if you guys trying to go to Apple Music with that shit, nope.
You gotta clear the samples.
But like, dude, like all the hardest beats on YouTube are like samples, so it's so.
But no, but I feel like samples is like really to bring yourself out, like, and really too, if you really got a built fan base already.
Yeah, that's a fact for real.
Yeah, and then you could like Shawnee Bin Laden, like he's sampling the hell out of shit. You feel me? But
I don't know how he's making money off his music doing that.
No,
I think there's a loophole around the samples. I mean, that's what happened with Ice Baby. It was dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun, and then the original one, it was Under Pressure by Queen. It was dun 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 dun. He added that extra dun to it, and that's how he won that court case. So there's a loophole. There's a loophole around these samples. There's loopholes to do it. So that's how these people be doing it.
Shit you don't learn.
I just taught y'all a little music history lesson. All you aspiring sample drill artists.
But yeah, I don't think drill gonna die, and especially with any. Like all the artists that's doing drill right now, I'm not talking about every artist, but a lot of artists that's doing drill right now, they're very talented. It's not like saying that they're just a drill rapper. They are all a rapper. So when the drill dies out, they could switch a lane real quick, and they gonna switch a lane.
They know that,
and they're gonna work.
Look at Pop Smoke. His last album, he was starting to do more like R&B stuff. He did the song with Dua Lipa. He did the. Like What You Know About Love, like that's not anything like drill shit, but he was expanding his range. Like if you have an artist who's versatile, who can do different subgenres, that's gonna keep them moving forward, especially when a subgenre dies out.
And these are not like no one-hit wonders.
Exactly.
These are drill people that as soon as they make a song right now and drill, like if they up for real and they make another song, it's going up as much as the last song they did drop. It's not no one-hit wonders when it came to anybody that's big dropping a big drill song.
What do you think about this too? Like to blow up nowadays, like you can't just drop a song. Like you have to like have like a promo video. You gotta like show your face nowadays. Maybe make a dance on TikTok. Like you can't just blow up with an audio file nowadays. And you used to be able to, but not anymore. You have to be on some TikTok shit. Or some YouTube shit, or some Instagram shit, any of that shit.
I already know nothing is cheap. Basically, how it goes is like this. You can't just, like you said, you can't just upload a song and expect it to move. Unless, like I said before, you got a whole fan base with you already that's gonna make it move. But if you don't, everybody that still has a fan base and making it move, they are still dropping money on promotions. If they're not dropping money on promotion, it's because they got the connection with that person. But that connection costs money. Meaning like
you gotta get to that point anyway.
Yeah, you gotta get to that point.
You had to pay to get to that person somehow.
Bro, niggas played me, a label I used to work with. They were showing me mad love. I met Lil Durk, I met Jay Chris, Rich the Kid, all these famous niggas. Niggas just kicked me to the curb. Like niggas is pussies, bro. Niggas from Harlem, 40 years old, shit with kids, like doing that shit to me. Niggas just kicked me to the curb. Not literally, but you get it. Like
yeah,
shit,
definitely.
Feel me? So like I've realized I was better off on my own anyways. But like niggas, you feel me? These labels and shit, like bro, nowadays you have to have a fan base if you want to blow up. You can't just like think somebody's gonna pick you up. Like I heard that from somebody, and these labels and shit, like watch them. They're gonna show you all that shit at your fingertips, and then they're just gonna kick you to the curb like they did to me.
They make their money and then they forget about you, and then you're stuck in that label.
I did good though after I left, so it's like something a lot of people don't. They just get in a hole and they're done.
You know, especially what a label wants to. Like, if you can't do it yourself, how you expect a label to help you? Like, if you just going to think you're gonna upload music to Apple Music and that's it, nah.
That's what everybody does. That's what everybody's doing right now, though. Like, yeah, they do music videos, but like, that's people still think they could do that, and they can't. You need a music video.
There's a statistic on. You can check it on Spotify
TikTok,
right now. Spotify statistic.
You need people dancing on TikTok to your songs.
You put $1 to your song in promotion, you're already upping yourself 80% from all the users that's already in on have music on Spotify.
Yeah.
It's just like you playing basketball. Yeah, everybody in this room play basketball.
Facts.
You feel right?
Yep.
But who is actually going to the gym? Who's actually going to an actual getting on a team? Yeah. Who's actually showing themselves on video, doing like putting in the extra work?
Yeah.
Like
that's the people who succeed.
He might got a better jump shot than me, right? But if I'm putting in more of the overall work,
you're gonna get more of the
better.
Attention.
Yeah,
you.
So then he's just gonna. That's how it eventually be. So once you put a dollar over, it's about putting yourself out there.
Exactly. Yeah. Somebody else can be way worse than you, but they have the marketing, the fan base, all that shit, and they're gonna get way more attention than somebody who's really good, who ain't doing, who's not getting their name out there. Because there's a lot of, and you know what it's called? It's called being underrated. Because if you're underrated, you're way better than that other person. You're just not getting the love and support as you should be getting, you know?
That's exactly what be happening. And that's why a lot of people be like, oh, well, how is this person up there? Nah, it's because this person's doing the work. He's putting in the work.
Exactly.
And that's what it really comes down to for real. If anything else, if you're not putting no work, you can't expect nothing. Like,
hard work does pay off in the end, because these lazy people, no work ethic, they're gonna get tired and they're gonna quit. The people that are out in the studios every day, out, you know, writing lyrics every day, listening to beats every day, working their ass off, wanting this dream, are the ones that are gonna make it in the long run. It may be a hard road to get to, but when you get to that, it's gonna feel way better than someone who just didn't work for it, you know?
Yeah, even like I thought Lolo Brooke just blew up for real when she went this year. Come to find out, she was signed from since 2016.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She been working for since that's how much? 2023. 9 years ago.
What's like trending right now? Like in Jersey, like everybody's like talking about some shit. Like in the Bronx, like what's everybody like talking about? Like what's trending right now out there?
Shit, Bandman Drill.
Bandman is trending out
there. Yeah,
there.
it's all that Jersey club shit. That's exactly. Yeah, that's all that my friends that are in the Bronx.
Niggas could just say Jersey
I feel
club,
like
bro.
He just got a song on the. He just got a Billboard song too.
I'll tell you real quick, Bandman, like you know how he's from Newark. Like all the people in Newark just feel like he just like left and started to go to Miami and he just left them. So like people don't even really know this all around the world, but like the people in Newark don't even really fuck with Bandman because he just like left them and started making mad money and showed no love back to the community. That's how it is when you live in those places. You gotta show love. You can't just think you gotta. Why you think? Feel me? Like I've been there all the times. You know how French Montana be coming to the hood and shit and like talking. Like I'd be at them shits and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like everybody thinks they're French Montana's their man. You got 100 niggas outside. And everybody's like, yeah, that's my man.
You show love to your because your hometown is what made you the person you are today. Listen, I come from different because my hometown.
That's why French is smart.
Literally like they scrutinized me after that whole shit happened with me. But I still show love to my hometown because they gave me something to motivate me. Like, so if you do that, it's crazy. And that's why with this song, it's a Jersey club, Jersey drill type song. And that's what I'm doing, bro. It's crazy.
Drill. That's what like nigga wasted 7 years of his life. He's not dumb. He's like, I'm not doing that shit again. He's like, what?
Yeah. Probably found some other source of money. You feel me?
That's he did.
That's the thing about Cause like he haven't like really dropped nothing real for real like that, but he's still moving out here.
I'm sorry, it's I mean it's like all like ass shaking like shit like that. He's like, oh, I'm a hoochie daddy, and it's just like, feel me, it's not as hard as his old shit. He's just making music for fun now. He's not on
he knows he can get the
he doesn't want to link none of the people in New York to do no drill songs. You know what I mean? Drill rappers probably hit a Bobby, like. He's not on that time.
6ix9ine hit him up when he was in jail. I had that one song. He was on the telephone.
Yeah, that you understand. Bobby probably got a mill for that, just like Kodak. Why you think Kodak took that?
I seen that shit what Ka did.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Let's talk about that.
Wasn't Kaden there or something like that?
Yeah,
He was there.
Yeah,
He was there.
Kaden was there. Ed was there too. The same person that's gonna record
A lot
the
of
video.
younger people I heard though.
Yeah, bro.
That would have been good. That would have been a good music video.
Hell
Low key,
yeah,
that shit would have been
what?
crazy.
Like he's like his fan base is a lot of kids.
Bro, that was inspirational to its fullest, bro. I was mad.
Just to see like how like everybody
pull up.
knows him and shit.
Yeah, but it's just like
and the power of social media. Everybody knew where the Loke was.
it's not to say that it was like he was doing it all for the wrong things. He got a good plan.
He didn't
towards
know
it.
that much people was
Yeah,
gonna.
He didn't think
yeah,
that.
know
Listen,
he was
and
really
that,
lit
and that
like
happened. I know there was the one party.
He knew, but he didn't know he was
yeah,
really lit like that.
they do that. That's the thing. Like, and that's why he got arrested. Which, listen,
And now he's got charges.
and
That shit
it
ain't gonna-
sucks to
he'll
say
probably
that.
pay for it to get
It's
erased.
listen. Yeah, he's
You
probably.
don't want no
It
record,
sucks
bro.
because he didn't. I don't think he probably had a permit or nothing. That's why they probably
Yeah,
did it.
yeah.
He didn't have the permit, and it's since he's the one that incited. Having everyone. I'm not trying to say
What
incited
the
like
fuck
in a
was
bad
the
way.
PS5s though? Like,
But like he was doing a good thing.
Nah,
But
but
since he's the one that did it, he was the one
Nah.
responsible, which sucks.
Yeah,
But like, it sucks because they made him look bad. But he had no bad intentions, and he got caught in a bad
Well, the
rap.
cops they don't care about that.
And they don't
Bad
care. That's the
intentions.
thing, they
Look
don't
what
give
he
a fuck.
did. Look how
Make
kids
him
were
look-
acting,
what do you
jumping
mean-
on
what
top
do
of
you mean made him
cars.
look bad? I don't feel like it made him look bad at all. Like,
I know it.
I feel like
well,
he just
the cops
hits
made
the
him look
headline. Nah, it just made it.
Yeah.
At the end of tomorrow, I mean, that day he probably it was bad, but the next
He's
day
the biggest streamer in the world.
Exactly.
People in
Yeah.
China.
he went higher. Like
He went
whatever.
out. More people knew who he was
Yeah,
now because
man,
you have like
yeah.
you have the people on like that are watching the news like because it was on like every news. I was flipping through the
Yeah,
channels,
His
like
own fans
ABC,
wasn't even letting
and
him
it wasn't
leave.
even his fans. Like you look at the people like you have like the old heads that are watching like the news and shit, and they're like, "Who's this streamer? All these people out there." Then they're gonna look him up. Then it's gonna give more publicity to him because the people that don't know him are gonna see that shit on the news, and they're gonna look him up and be like, "Oh damn."
Yeah, exactly.
He was doing it for a good cause. He was doing a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And listen, he got caught in a bad rap, but man, much respect to him. Hope he beats that case. For real.
And he's not even like a rapper. Like he don't even really do that. Like that's not like.
Just like the
That's
streamers and
just
shit,
from streaming, bro. Like he could go fuck around and make a song if he wants, but that's from streaming. Like we haven't seen a rapper do like some shit he did in a long time. Like can rappers still do that?
Streamers.
Like, who wants to turn it up? Why we got the baby and all these people? This is the first time in 20 years that New York City has had other people having the hottest song in our city. Make ghetto bitch put their hands on their knees about the baby. Nigga, these niggas got the hottest song in our city. What is New York doing?
Yeah.
Why is
You know
New York
why?
not dropping hits?
You know why?
They're doing it, but they're not hard. They're not that
It's
hard,
not getting.
obviously,
It's
because
staying
they're
in New.
not, they're
The thing
picking
is
the
that
baby,
it's
ghetto
yeah.
bitch on the knees. And
I mean, it's
sexy
like it's
red
staying in New
downtown.
York, but it's not expanding. Like
And
that's
all
why I'm
that
saying.
shit.
That's why I feel like, I said this a while back. I said a while back. I was like, drill is like a regional thing sometimes because
What you mean regional?
because like there's some like I know people in different states and shit that don't be really listening to drill music like we do
Well,
because
duh, we know that.
drill music's everywhere. Like when Pop Smoke came on, a lot of people listen to Pop Smoke and that's drill, and he expanded the drill game, and that's what people have to look at. Ice Spice, Ice Spice not really drill, but like she's New York, and she's expanding. She's on that Barbie movie and shit. That's what people gotta do. They gotta promote and market themselves to expand that New York brand.
Yeah.
She's the only one out of New York that has like top chart 100 songs, and but that's a female. That's the thing.
That's
Where
a
are these
female.
dudes at?
Yeah.
Why is it all?
I mean, Batman just got
remember
a
when
top 100 song. I
Who
think.
Shiesty back in Blood, and then
He got
feel
a
me?
lot
We
of-
had the beatbox. Hey, man, like all these dudes. You know what happened? We get in trouble and go in jail. They trying to throw my ass in jail. Like I didn't have insurance the other day. Niggas, they do me dirty. The white kids, they just gonna say, yeah, you good. Make sure you have insurance because this could be really bad right now. No, they pull me out the car, and two officers like escort me like not. They help me
Take
get out
Eddie
the car.
to the
Niggas trying to
city.
DUI.
John gonna go
test me.
crazy.
Niggas like, I'm talking to them, they're like, you pulled out that parking lot, what are you doing? Niggas like, you a liar. I'm like,
Yeah.
alright, I'm consenting telling it. It's just, they be bothering us black people, bro. They bother us,
Yeah,
bro.
I
They be
feel
bothering
really
me, bro.
like
And
sick
then
when
for me,
hear
I keep
that.
getting in trouble. Nigga, I'm gonna be doing time. I'm gonna be in jail with people. Nigga, like, I didn't realize like, with this driving shit that, like, nigga, like, you could go to jail by just not even paying tickets or miss a court date. So you know what happens if I miss
and
my
they,
court
and they
date?
don't even tell you when
August
your
12th,
court date
I'll have a
is.
warrant out for my arrest. You feel me? So it's
Nah, you know what it is too. They be telling niggas
They
for real,
almost
but
hit me with a warrant.
niggas be reading, they looking at their mailbox. You open your mails?
Yeah. I be reading my mails.
Every day?
I get the mail every day.
Not
I'll look
me.
at the mail, see if I got any checks, got anything, any alerts, any of that. Yeah, I'll be checking.
You be checking your mails?
Hell yeah, they changed my court dates and my dad's on that. This nigga's bro, they changed your
that
court
shit.
date.
Yeah.
My shit was supposed to be August 6th. I didn't even know. If I wouldn't have known, I would have got a warrant after my arrest. 14 days in Monmouth County, bro. You see what they're doing to me? You know, I don't even gangbang. I don't even do that shit. And like, I could be getting jail time. And everybody who be driving, who be getting in trouble too. That could happen to us. Like, you could be with someone who's doing 5 years for blicking a gun, you feel me, and got caught with the blick, and I'm just here because something was hanging in my mirror and you gave me a ticket for it and I didn't pay or some shit. Like, that's crazy. Like, niggas is bothering me, bro. The cop pulled me over young. They're all young now because all these old cops, they can't take this shit no more. But they still, bro, New York is bad with the cops, bro. These dudes straight be on video and know they're on video punching the kids in the face, even grown adults and shit.
Bro, they be
punching them in the face.
And they be a 6, 7
They're their
around
own
each
gang
other
themselves, right?
Yeah, worse gang. They be doing them shits around them and nobody be saying nothing.
Yeah, but some of the smart, intelligent black people, they do sue and be winning these cases.
Hell yeah, they be getting like.
I started watching a couple YouTube.
Those YouTube videos. I be watching like the cop,
but now I know
body
these
cam
50-year-olds
videos.
who get pulled over, black men and shit, be selling these cops. Like, bro, you been bothering me since a kid, though. Like, I'm just thinking about when I get older. Like, I'm already got like 10. I got way more than 10 tickets. I got mad shit going on. I get in trouble with the law and shit. Feel me, with my car. And feel me, being on foot, doing drills, all that shit. But like, niggas, they'll throw you in jail, bro. Like,
for shit, nothing. For real, it's crazy.
Bro, that night they were trying to put the cuffs on me, bro.
Yeah.
He's like,
and I did some way worse shit. And they let me off.
You're supposed to be.
That's crazy.
Cuffs right now. You're detained, but you're good, bro. I'll let you go. Nigga was not finding nothing. The other 4 cops that was there for the stop, this nigga treated me like El Chapo. He asked me about guns multiple. You won't ask a white kid about guns one time. You asked me 5 different times. Like, any guns? Like, what? Like, bro, like, stop bothering me, bro. I'm not doing nothing, bro. I'm not doing nothing.
Just minding his business.
I be dealing with it all the time now, bro.
Yeah, like I said before, if shit happened to me, I did some way crazier shit than you, and I got off with just the tickets that I was actually supposed to get.
Skied or like
I was fucked up. I should have been arrested. And what did he do? He said,
he was just skied,
I can give
and
you
the cops
this.
knew and still let him go. If we was skied and shit, like, nigga,
yeah.
we be skied during that shit, but
I was
we on
fucked
point.
up. I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even talk.
About to be acting like no goofy nigga skied.
I wish I had the body cam footage. From
even
that
drunk,
shit. It was
we
bad.
can hold ourselves. We know what they about to do.
Like around from like this, I think around like last year, been like for the past 2-3 years. It's like every time we get stopped by the cops. What the first thing they do is trying to get niggas out the car so they can search.
That's what they keep doing to me, and I be by myself, bro.
It be on some regular shit, bro. Like you didn't stop at the stop sign. Yo, let's get out the car and search.
Like, the initial stop is the stop sign.
You have to commit a crime. That's not committing a crime.
And I wasn't even mad, so I got a thing from the air freshener hanging from my mirror, and then no insurance, which I have, but my parents wasn't answering. They was sleeping. I'm like, I'm local. You local, like, you about to do me like that? And like, feel me, niggas did me like that. But yeah, bro, like, niggas piece, like, yeah, like, come step out the whip, like, and 2 officers come next door, like, and then escort me and try to like DUI test me and all that shit, which didn't happen. But his other dudes is like standing at the stop watching this kid, this rookie cop. Them niggas look bored, like they don't even want to be there because he don't got none. He's like holding his waist, like not knowing what to do. Nigga, the stop is for this and no insurance. Fuck it. Your thing. This nigga's. I'm standing by my whip. Feel me, outside, not in cuffs, just swinging my arms. This nigga's thinking I got like 32 guns in the back. Nigga's thinking that this is gonna be like the biggest drug bust. I'm like, I was just saying this, but this is not what this nigga's think it is. And I told my dad, feel me, like as shit. I'm like, bro, I thought it's because I'm light skinned they're gonna treat me like a white boy and just be like, yeah, man, just go back. This could be really mad. My dad was like, ha, they ain't treating your black ass like that.
They know one
niggas
of your
dead, bro. Niggas, feel me, niggas dead treat me like
black.
a black male, bro.
Nah, they know.
I thought since I was light skinned niggas might treat me
in.
like a white person, but nah, niggas treat me like a black male, bro. And I put it like that because that's how they treat us black males, bro.
Especially talking about
that should be. I be getting hyped up talking about cops and shit, bro. I don't like.
Bro, there was one time
they're not good. They don't help the community, bro.
We was driving to Woodbury to go get some clothes. Me and my brother, and it was me, my brother, and we had 2 shorties and shit with us.
Word,
bro. They pulled us over. They pulled us over for no obvious reason. The first thing they tried
just you and 2 Johns in the back.
Yeah, it was not. He was in the front with one, and I was in the back with one. Oh, and Kate and my son Kate was there too. They pulled us over, bro. man, when they try to pull us over, they try to get everybody's ID. So I'm like, wait, hold up.
Which is sketchy.
Well, I'm like, yo, hold up.
Unless you have an active reason. And again,
But watch what he about to say. Watch what he about to say.
I know so I knew them rights. So I was like, yo, bro. He took KID. I'm like, yo, I know my rights. I'm like, yo, K, what you you mean taking ID? He was like, yo, he was like, nah, he don't got his seatbelt on, and he in the back seat.
Oh.
I was like, you got that. So then now he went to the girls now. Girls was like, yo, give me your ID. I'm like, nah, girls, they going in this shit to give me ID. I'm like, nah, you bugging. They both got their seatbelt on, so they ain't committing not one single crime.
Where this at?
So you
Woodbury.
don't give Woodbury.
Where the Commons
I know what
is.
you're talking about.
Yeah, Woodbury Commons.
Yeah, facts, yeah. So I'm like,
bunch of pigs out there.
What bunch of sheriffs? You ain't getting pulled by a regular cop.
Sheriffs, damn, bro.
When she got the hat like this,
they had the hat like that.
Hell yeah, bro. You're
fucked,
fucked, bro. It's not
fucked.
one car. There's one car, then it's gonna be another 4, 5, 6 of them.
I had four cars on me because I was parked. I
They
parked the wrong
profiled
way,
you, bro.
Yeah.
And listen, I got away with it because the girl I was with in the car with me, she we were just parked up, and she and I parked the wrong way, but I put my hazards on. Right when I saw the cop, I put my hazards on just to make it look like that. He gets out the car. He's like, "Is everything all right? You're parked the wrong way." And I'm like, "Oh, I slipped my phone underneath my seat." And I was like, "I dropped my phone. I'm trying to get it real quick." He's like, "All right." He's like, "Oh, can I see your ID?" He's like, and I'm like, "Can I see your ID?"
Ain't letting us do it.
And then he's like, "Yeah," but then he was like, "Yo, can I
Don't
see your ID real quick?" I'm like, "I don't really gotta show my ID, but like, he's like, we just gotta make sure you have no warrants." I'm like. And I just said, you know what, fuck it, I got no warrants. He just give it, and I was scared. I was scared he was gonna check the girl out because the girl I was with, she had a warrant. She had a warrant, and she didn't tell me till after. She's like, "Oh, but
what they gonna do to us when they feel if our phone
that's the thing is like they would have done that. They would have done some fuck
they're
shit
gonna
to you
take
guys.
us out the whip. We're not
Exactly.
gonna that's their chance to take us black males.
That's
and
why a lot
it's
of people
disgusting,
be getting
bro.
caught for real because they don't know their rights, but not.
You gotta know your rights.
It's not all about knowing your rights,
though, bro.
It's like knowing your rights. Like say if you got 0% chance if you don't know your rights. But like as a black man, if you know your rights, you got 50% chance of money.
Because you gotta know they have to have a valid reason to check your ID, valid reason to check inside the car. Because it's only like if you committed a crime.
Some of them don't give a lot of them on our situation, bro. They don't give a fuck.
Because
bro.
there's a difference between a traffic violation and an actual crime. If you're suspected of committing an actual crime, then they have the right to search. But if you're just doing like a traffic violation where you're like you speed or this and that, they can't search you. Like they don't have the right to do that. And then that's why you ask for the supervisor and shit.
That's supposed to be the same thing with the trunk for real too. They're not supposed to be able to check your trunk unless with a warrant. Because
unless they was trying to get in my trunk.
What he did, he got in our trunk though. You want to know why?
Crazy.
Because it's simple like this, bro. All 10 of them played it like it was like that's not what you're saying. Is dumb.
Exactly.
You feel me?
But they can't.
Yeah, they're like, well, that makes no sense.
What was the probable cause though?
Probable cause was nothing, bro. They just pulled us over for no fucking reason.
Someone pulled me over one time.
They was trying to get into his what's it called? His glove department, right? But he didn't have the shit was locked, bro.
Yeah, you have the key.
Yeah, this shit, you feel me? They was trying to bust. They was gonna say, yo, if you open that shit, we gonna bust that shit open with a crowbar, bro. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all can't. They played everything like I said.
That place is a jungle. That place is nuts. But even my dad says it all the time. Like,
I've drove through Newark by myself.
Like when he has to search, I said no, sir. And like once I said that, and after all the guns and all the mad questions you asked me, like he really couldn't do nothing. But just remember this too, Eddie. Like if we out in New York, feel me, anybody, like you say no sir to them, that means yes sir, we're going in your shit.
Yeah.
Like them, they will go in your shit in New York.
Yeah, that's what I do. Whenever I do, I put the hand out.
They're literally on video like I don't consent to search, and they're walking up like, yo, what was in your pocket? And he's like, that's my dick, bro. Like,
but that's the only good thing about it is like if you know your law and you said it and it's on camera. Like say like
if he goes to my house, a bad place. Like
if he ended up finding guns in my trunk after I gave him no consent, and he ain't get no warrant, and I'd have got locked up like any regular citizen. But the case would have got thrown out because once I would have.
They would have seen what happened.
That's another thing. If you can't afford a lawyer, then you really just gonna do the time for that.
Yeah,
but if you could afford a lawyer, that lawyer's gonna let them know like that shit got to be dismissed because
I definitely can't afford a lawyer. So like, if me getting in trouble with all this fucking dumb car shit, like Like I just be thinking like I'm so close to it. Like I don't need to be in jail, bro. Like I'm gonna defend myself the best I could.
You know?
Like niggas don't even think it is what it is. Like niggas, yeah, you might be fighting every day, but like it's just like a normal. It's just like a different world, and then you niggas is all stuck in there together. You gotta get along, bro. And if you can't, shit happens. You steal, you steal. If you don't have niggas put shit on your books, you're gonna be stealing, and you get beat up. Like, or you might have a lot of money. You feel me? And then niggas is asking you, Eddie, why they keep putting 200 on your shit? You need to give me some of that shit. Like, and you gotta defend yourself. You ain't just gonna be chilling in there getting through.
You know what time?
I know all that, and I don't want to do any of that. Like, I could go through that and handle that, but it's like I don't even want to do that. So I gotta stay out of trouble. All of us.
So when's your next case?
August 12th.
August 12th?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I got court. I didn't have insurance.
I
just
found out because I got.
What insurance?
Huh?
What insurance? Car insurance?
Yeah, I showed the 2022, bro, and I'm calling it.
That's why they want to take you in?
Yeah, bro. This is crazy. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yo, one of my niggas at the electric, when I do electrical, niggas wanted to take him in for some shit.
So are they really helping the community? My dad went to the police station the other day for me, and they moved my court date from August 6th to August 12th. If he didn't even go there and check us young people, we're not going to fucking check if they move that shit or not. I would have a warrant out for my arrest after August 6th. And they don't even have your email when you go through the shit that I went to even send you the court date. So when that shit happened, you gotta like go into the police station and check, because these niggas are like, yeah, they're just gonna send it to you online. They don't even know your email, bro. So the system is just built to fuck us up. They're just because once you don't even get your email, then you get a warrant, and then you get pulled over. It's just bad. Like,
the one time I got pulled over though, the cop was just like
crazy.
He was like, "Oh, you were swerving and shit," and I was like, "I wasn't swerving at all." And he's like, "I show him my ID." I'm like, "I'm not doing shit. I'm just trying to drive home. I came from a party." He's like, "Were you smoking or drinking?" I'm like, "Nah, I wasn't doing shit. I was designated driver."
You said shit?
I straight up said I wasn't doing any shit. I was just like, because I was like frustrated. I was like, "Bro, like, why are you pulling me over?"
Smacked, nigga.
And then next thing you know, he comes back a second later. He's like, "You're good to go." And he's like, to be honest, it was just
they don't do that to me.
He's like, it was just a routine traffic stop. Because they just stop random people over sometimes. They want to just stop random people.
I'm gonna need you to get
and I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, if you're just a regular person minding your business and you getting pulled over for no reason, and he straight up said it was just a routine traffic. We were just doing it because we just pull over because you're right by where the bar was.
When that happens, just know it's over.
Yeah, because he was right by. He says there's a bar. He's like, there's a bar right over there, and we're pulling people We're just pulling people over who are out there. I'm like, I wasn't even there.
Any weed or anything? Couple movies or some shit? Yeah. What'd they say about it?
If they see the weed on me?
No, like what they say when they found the weed in your car.
Oh, no, they didn't really say much about it. They really just gave my brother a warning and let him go. Yeah. Because he eventually opened up the glove department, because like they wasn't listening to nothing I was saying. They didn't give
what
a
was
fuck.
In there? Anything? Nothing?
Nah, nothing was in there, bro. But we just, you know what happened? We couldn't even get it in ourselves because we couldn't find the key. The key had
you was helping them open that shit?
Nigga, they was ready to take the
I know, bro. I'm just picturing you, because like I could see myself like
I can see that too.
They do that shit. Like they'll just watch you try to open that shit. I'm trying to like picture the situation.
They kept us behind the car. They took all us out the car and put us all behind the car, right? Mm-hmm. And then while they was doing it, they went to go search the car. When they searched the car, they told me they couldn't get in the glove department. So for us to open that shit. Was like, so my brother went to go check his key, but you know, in the BMW key, it got that part on the side where you can pull out the spare key. Yeah. That spare key, the spare key is what goes into the glove department, because you know the BMWs is something that you just push the shit in. You feel me? But that shit I fell in the car, so we couldn't get in that shit.
They put you in cuffs?
Nah. Put us in cuffs. They had no reason, bro. They had about 15 officers out there. About 6 cars came up. 2 of them was Jeeps.
Yeah, the one that I was at, they had like 5. They had 5 when I was parked on the side of the road. Big deal.
And one of them it said the K9 unit. I'm like, yo, y'all going mad hard.
Yeah, niggas saying right, like, oh, you should be in cuffs right now, but you're good. You go back to your car. You know what I mean? Like, niggas is telling me I should be in cuffs right now. I'm detained, but like, we trust you. We're gonna let you go back to your car, but we're still looking for more evidence and more guns that you have in your back seat. Like,
even got a gun. Like, the fuck? It's stupid. It's fucked up nowadays. I mean, I literally, like...
That's why I mean, they did me dirty by myself. So it's like, why do I was, like, not with my main closest mans and shit, like... Feel me? Like, if I was with you, any of us, you feel me? You, him, like, you guys are black, so they would have did y'all dirty right after me, bro.
Hell
if
yeah.
I had somebody, they would have did.
Yo, I remember when I was young, one of my brothers shot that, you know, like, if you have somebody that works in, like, the judges or some shit like that, they give you that little small badge.
Yeah, the PBA shit.
Yeah.
That's when I was at, the thing, when I had got pulled over, I was, basically what happened was, we came from a party. We all sparked up outside of a house. Turned my lights off. We all sparked up, and he started driving off. I forgot to turn the lights back on. So cop pulls me over. He's like, "I need you to step out of the car." And so I get out the car, and I'm like, first of all, I rolled out my window. I'm like, "Hey, yo, what's good, officer?" I was stoked. I was fucking smacked. I was like, "Hey, yo, I had my hood on and everything." I'm like, "Yo, what's good, officer?" He's like, "Can you step out of the car?" My friend, she literally told me, she's like, "I was on the phone."
Your heart probably dropped.
My mom, I did, dude. As soon as the lights turned on, I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm going to jail." Like, I was thinking, I was like, "Do I just put it in? Do I just floor it into shit?" I was like, "I can't do that." I was like, "I can't do that shit." So now what happened was that my friend, she literally told me, she's like, "Yo, I literally was on the phone with my mom asking for a ride because I was like, yo, he's gonna get arrested." Everyone thought I was gonna get locked up. So the cop was like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Oh, we just came from a party. We're just driving." I was like, "Oh," he's like, "The reason why I pulled you over is that your lights were off." I was like, "Oh, it was?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "My automatic's been bugging lately."
Yo, what the
and
fuck?
then,
That's a fucking
and then,
almost
and
shit
then,
that be happening.
and then what happens is that the cop goes, "Hold on, I'll be right back." So he looks at my ID, looks at my. And you know how high I was? I gave him my health insurance, not my car insurance. He's like, "Oh, this is your insurance, but this is your health insurance. We need your car insurance." I was like, "Oh, I'm getting fucking locked up." And then he comes back, he's like, "Listen, we know you're intoxicated right now, but with the law, we don't see any weed," because he said, "You smell like weed." But I said I wasn't smoking weed. And I was like, "It probably was from the smell from the party." And he's like, "Well, either way, since we can't see it, we can't do nothing about it because it was the say law or whatever, because we were underage. Yeah. They can't see the weed, they can't do nothing, they can't search it, nothing. That's the new law in Jersey." And then what happened? And then what happened was that he's like, "What I can do is two things." I was like, "What?" He's like, "I can give you a DUI test, or I can give you these 2 tickets." And I said, "I'm taking the 2 tickets." And then what happened was that but here's the thing: the second ticket was that we had too many people. The first one, of course, was the light. The second one was there were too many people in the car, so we had to have one person out the car and get an Uber home. So we did whoever was closest, and it was my boy Nuke. And mind you, Nuke's African American, and everyone else in the car was white, and we're in the whitest fucking town. And Nuke, of course, he has his rolls on him. He has some weed on him, and he gets out the car. And mind you, I'm fucking smacked as it was. I was already in a shitty mood that I had to pay these 2 tickets. Nuke gets out the car. We're getting him the Uber. We're just gonna pick him up and go back to my place anyway.
Yeah.
Nuke's sitting out waiting for the Uber. He gets out the car, has all the shit on him, and mind you, he's underage. So if he gets, something drops, he's fucked. He's sitting next to the cop. He's standing next to like 3 cops, and we're in the whitest town. He's black. I'm just like, and I just started freaking out low key. I was like, "No, Nuke!" I'm freaking out. I started like, I had a panic attack. I'm like, because the cop was like, "Why are you still here?" I said, "I'm making sure he gets in the car."
Yeah, like he's good.
I'm leaving as soon as he hops in that car and that car pulls off, because I want to make sure he's safe. Because I started freaking out. I'm like, and my friend's like, "Why are you like about to cry?" Because she started like holding me, like, because she was sitting next to me in the car. She's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Nuke's out there with the cops, bro. He's got the stuff on him. Like, that shit drops, he's fucked. I don't want." I said he's gonna be the new hashtag. Like, I don't want Nuke to die. Like, I was freaking out, and she's like, "He's gonna be fine. He's smart like that. He's not gonna drop anything." I said, "If he drops that shit, he's done for. That building's gonna be burnt tomorrow. Like, we're fucked, bro." I was freaking out. I'm like, that building's gonna be gone. There's gonna be riots everywhere. That cop.
Yo, you fuck with the sweepers?
And I was freaking out, man.
You ever heard of them or?
Nah. And then next thing you know, finish it off, he gets in the car, and then my friend looks at me. She's like playing with my hair, and she's like, "It's okay. He's safe now. We're gonna pick him up." As soon as we get to his crib, I literally parked the car. I get out. I fucking hugged the dude. I'm like, "Thank God." He's like, why are you hugging me for?" He's like, "I'll explain it in the car." This man was laughing his ass off. I told him the story.
And shit?
I be bumping a lot of shit. Sometimes my son Shawnee, Big Yaya. I bump some 917. I bump a lot of my team's tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta represent the team.
Yeah.
That's what I be doing too.
And I mean, like, sometimes I listen to some outside tracks, like when I'm really in my mood, like, yo, especially some Eminem.
Yeah.
Man, really
He be slapping.
Yeah.
I'm sad. He kind of like low key. Like, I'm not saying he fell off because, like, you know, like he's one of the greatest of all time. He's probably my favorite of all time, but like he just hasn't been like the old. Like I grew up like me and you. We older. We grew up on Eminem, where like when he was dropping like, you know, I grew up like when he was on, you know, Relapse, Recovery. When those shits dropped, I remember. I think MMLP2 is gonna be 10 years old this year. Like when that shit dropped, I remember I was like in 7th grade and that shit dropped. Like M was like on another level, and now it's just like shit. Like I got to come to terms with like shit. This isn't like 2010, 2007, where it was like I grew up. Even with like Lil Wayne too. Like when all the Carter albums were dropping, 3, 4. Then he had I'm Not a Human Being. The second I'm Not a Human Being, Rebirth. Them shits was dropping. It was like I remember those days it would come out. I think some of them even dropped out on. I think one of them was on a Tuesday or something. I literally was like in school. I had like the CD. I had like I had the CD. I burnt it in my computer class. I was like 5th grade.
Remember them days,
I burnt it. I burnt the CD onto the computer. We were in computers, and I put it on my little iPod because this is back when iPods were a thing, and I listened to the thing. We couldn't have iPods in school. I had to sneak it during class. I almost got in trouble when it dropped. I was like, shit. But those were the days, man. Even all these artists, like, and that's the thing with the newer generation. They don't understand really how much like these artists were big back then. Like they look at them, they were big. These were like the big
bro.
people.
You had one playlist stuck on an iPod for a year, bro. You was listening to that shit.
Exactly.
Shit.
Over and over. And nowadays you can just upload a song like that. People make
thousands of songs.
Look at YoungBoy. YoungBoy dropping an album every other week now.
Yeah, he
makes too much music.
That's the thing. Like, and that's the thing. It's either you have to realize it's quality versus quantity.
No, bro.
Like I like YoungBoy, I fuck with his music, but again,
like
he's putting out so many.
The truck out there, like it just wasn't really a good event in my opinion. That wasn't good.
Yeah.
Dudes, kids stealing trucks, 16-year-olds.
Yeah, they're making it. You see the kids that are on the taxis and shit too. They were like hopping on the taxi, like, and that's the thing. He's doing a good event, but there's gonna be some people that are gonna make it look bad, and it's gonna make them people like the average people think, oh, he's doing bad things. People that are the uneducated people are gonna think they're doing all bad things, so this guy must be bad.
Yeah.
When in reality, he's doing a good thing. It's just those few people made the whole thing look bad, and it takes only a few people to make something look bad. You know.
That's exactly when you start changing shit around. Once one person fuck up the whole flock. Now all of a sudden I can't go to the bathroom because this man want to take 20 hours in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Now the whole class can't go. Like,
yeah, I remember those days too. We couldn't go to the bathroom in school. Yeah, that.
How did you fuck with high school back then?
High school?
Yeah.
Man,
did you like it? I mean, it's annoying, like with the teachers like telling you stuff, right?
Yeah, I was like bad. I was bad in high school. I was like when I got a little older is when I started wising up.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, high school was like I was like moving weight.
How many suspensions? Do you know how many you had?
How many suspensions? You want to go there?
I was like, what is it?
I got 72, bro.
I had 138 days of absences, so I couldn't even get a suspension.
I thought you was wait.
Damn, 130
you just didn't go to school,
bro. I would go to school till second, third period, and I'll cut.
But they wouldn't count it, right?
Nah, because back in the days, I used to always tell people. People say you get their attendance in third period.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that Jane Addams was doing the third period and 8th period.
That's crazy. Yeah. That sucks.
So nigga, there's one time I came with the receipt to show, like my mom, like she got a mail and shit and said that I missed 138 days of school. I'm like, I already came home with a receipt. Like the receipt shows that, like, you know, it's showing from the third period attendance. I'm like, nah, I never missed no days of school.
I was doing that shit for a little bit too as like a sophomore and shit, but I stopped doing that because like my parents, I would just see a lot of people in group homes and DYFS, and like a lot of people would, like, my parents would tell me like if I don't go then
they're gonna think that it's the parents.
They're gonna take me away and throw me in a group home, and I don't want to do that. I want to be at home in freedom.
I don't know about high school, but when I was in like middle school, like that happened to like one of my brothers, and he was dead. Like his parents, like he was on white for real. He was on white for real. Like, man, they couldn't get to him because like that they knocked the door, he going out the back window like.
Oh, so Dyfus had been trying to catch him.
Yeah, they
and
always
he was still living
like,
at home, but he would have to be on alert.
Yeah.
He wasn't
and
doing
his
it. I
mom
don't blame
was like,
him.
cool
I mean,
with
dude,
this shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
They put you in there with random people who want to work at group homes and Dyfus people, and you're in there with a bunch of other people your age, and you guys are just there, and you're not allowed to be with your parents because the law thinks that your parents aren't able to handle you. That shit's gotta be asked. You can't get no Burger King when you want. You can't get no.
You gotta like
fill
sign
me
out
double quarter pounder with large fry, large Sprite. Like that's what I'm like. If we ever go to jail, any one of us, like, can't just get no large fry at McDonald's. Like,
get that.
What's gonna be busting to us is a ramen noodles. Like,
yeah.
Nah, I heard it's turning up in there for real.
They got Pepsi, they got Coke, they got all that shit.
Like, I heard they even got chef up in there now.
Yeah. Like, are you getting salmon and cooked fish in there?
There be people playing video games in
lobster.
Yeah. You see that thing? That one dude was playing 2K in the cell.
Yeah, when they were.
Yeah,
got mad.
They got shit.
Got mad cook videos popping up.
What did the cops even say about like the people in there with their phones? I don't think they even care.
Yo, remember the cops is getting paid low bread, bro.
Yeah, and then
so they ain't even about to go out their way to just.
One dude did a music video at
That dude's probably in there for 5 years, and they got to deal with it.
Yeah, my boy Jay Banga. My boy Jay Banga. Nope. He made the beat. And they did a song at Rikers Island. They did a music video in Rikers Island.
I seen that shit.
My boy did the beat, Jay Banga.
Yo, a lot of these female
That's how
guards,
I met Polo.
They actually be getting attached to the prisoners, to like the people in jail and prisoners, and like they be fucking them and shit. Like they be wanting to fuck the prisoners and shit.
And then that's how they. I mean,
but they still do their job at the same time. Like they be having to keep it on low, bro.
Even the female officers and shit, like the officers.
Those female officers, correction officers, they're sneaky as hell, bro.
And then there was this one case. It was something she like. It was like a year ago or whatever. She snuck him out.
What I know.
She snuck him out, and they escaped. She ended up getting killed because of it. It's crazy. Like she got killed because she snuck him out, and the cops were they chased him.
Yourself in that room for the whole time, and you only get an hour of basketball time. Like, what if those niggas don't even like you? Like, feel me? I think about all that shit.
Yeah, I thought about especially back.
I don't know what it's like though in Monmouth County over here though, or Essex County.
I was in
County.
I mean, I was in it for the one day, and it
good,
was
actually.
It
niggas be getting beat up in there.
I mean, I kept my cool when I was there.
Protective custody.
I think I don't know what they did, because I knew they knew, even the cops in there when I was there for that one day, because they put me in for a day because of the whole fight thing. I don't think you know about that because I transferred schools because of it, but they locked me up for a day until my court hearing, and then they released me. But when I was in there, I was just like
viral for that shit too.
I did, yeah.
Some nigga with a pen.
Yeah, self-defense, bro. But
you really stabbed this nigga.
I had to defend myself, and they cropped the video out. They made it look like I attacked him first.
Dead. And
then what happened was that they until they figured out that it was a self-defense thing. They arrested me. They booked me, everything.
Yeah, it's John Wick for real.
Yeah.
They didn't believe
but Boban, I'm not killing you with a book. Don't worry, I'm John Wick, but I ain't killing you, Boban. I'm saving you this time, Boban. Love it, Boban.
They weren't allowing him. He was saying it was self-defense, but they weren't on that. He was getting charged for.
I was getting charged for all. But they put me in, and I remember the next day, I was in there for the night.
They cuffed you up.
They cuffed me up. They put me in the back. They booked me. They interrogated me.
Where was your phone and everything?
They took my phone. They took my phone, all that.
Did you my mom the phone? Like, when you got to the office,
my mom took my phone.
Were they like, give me your phone? You were like,
they gave me. They had like put all your belongings in a bag. They actually did put all your belongings in your book bag and just leave it out.
I would have been like, I'm just gonna call my parents, and then
And then my parents ended up coming. My mom was actually there when they arrested me. My mom got to my school by the time the cops got there. And then what happened was that.
You're a good mom.
Yeah, she's amazing. And then what happened was that she took my phone, all that shit. And then, but then what happened was that they interrogated me. I said I asserted my Fifth Amendment rights, not because I was guilty or something, just because I wanted to get a lawyer first, make sure that everything was set. Because I told my mom straight up, I'm like, Mom, like, I defended myself. He attacked me. And my mom knew about that because it was all on records that the kid was bothering me for months and months. She's like, and he defended. And then what ended up happening was that they put me in the jail. They booked me to the prison, and
prison.
Not prison or I don't forget which one it was. It was in Sussex or something.
People who go to prison you can only be in prison if you're serving like 15.
Yeah, it was a jail. It was like a.
If you're serving 2 to 5 years.
I always get those two
back
confused.
then you would get mixed in there though.
Yeah, but it was in jail, and then what happened was that I get into the cell for the night, and then I'll never forget it. I go into the cell.
Oh my god, I'll be scared shitless, bro. You ever seen Rahway Prison, like inside of that shit? I see videos on YouTube. Dude, like these dudes, like they live in a box and like they make it like their home, and like they really like that's
like a dorm, yeah.
I would never want to live.
But what's crazy though is that when I was in there, I remember they booked me that night, and I'm going into the cell, and it was like this big like room, and there was like other cellmates there. It was just about bedtime there, so they put everybody in there a certain time. They was all out there. They had like a little mini hoop, and everyone was playing basketball, and I just walk in my. I
went to jail on it.
And they was all playing basketball and shit, and I go into and as soon as they walked me in, they were like
basketball at the
and I was too tired anyway.
5-on-5.
I was too tired because I just got done with all this shit. I was like, I'm just gonna knock the fuck out. So as I'm getting knocked the fuck out, the people were like, "Yo, what you in for?" I'm like, "It's a long story. I'll explain it later." And then because I was like gonna be in there. I thought I was gonna be in there for a while, and then so. As I'm like going to sleep, like they were bringing everybody. Everyone was like, oh, "Okay, time back in your cells." So they're going back in the cells, and what happened was that the one kid wasn't trying to go in the cell. It was a female. Never forget, it was a female corrections officer. She's like, she looks at him. He must have been there for a while because she knew him. She's like, "Yo, beat your meat and go to sleep." And the whole fucking, I hear it like echoing. Everyone just starts laughing their asses off, like all like the people in their cells. And I just started laughing low key. I was like,
bro.
I was laughing. I was like, shit. So the next morning we get up. It's like 7 in the morning. I get up, and it was odd because I was up at 7, and we go out and we're in like this little thing. They have like a TV there, and everyone's just sitting watching TV. And what was crazy is that they put on. I know like Fuse was a thing. They had like all the music videos.
What was he there for?
For the fight.
Oh my god.
And then what happened was that.
He talking about the day room.
Like so you went to the police station, and then they took you to
They took
jail?
me in overnight, yeah, because I had to wait for my court case the next morning. So they held me in jail overnight.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, and then so the next morning, they had the music videos playing. What was crazy that they had that Young M.A. What was that? You call it Stephanie? I call it Heffany. I remember that one. And ooh, whatever it was. And everyone that we were just sitting down in our chairs, and everyone just started singing it. And like all of us, we're all in jumpsuits, and we're all singing the song. And I just started singing it too. And they're like, kids were like, "Oh, you rap?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Spit some." I start spitting music. I start rapping, and they're just like, "Okay, this kid's valid now." I'm like the only white kid in there. I'm like, "This kid's valid. This kid's valid." And then they're all like, "What you in for?" And I just started explaining everything to them. And then we went to eat breakfast. Or this like, "Yo, keep your head low. Make sure you say," because we were with everybody in the cafeteria, and the food was pretty
I'm
mid.
not trying to be in no jail.
It was terrible, bro. And then I get back. So then I get back into this. I get back into the rooms and shit.
You sound like
what you here for?
I forgot he was in jail, bro. This story sounded like he was in a military.
Yeah,
nah, and then I get back, and that's when they're like, "Okay, you got to go for your case." So it was me and this other dude. He had like dreads and shit. He was like, he was like probably like 70. He had face tattoos and everything. He was in the back seat with me in the vehicle going to the courthouse, and we were just talking and shit. And he's like, "Yo," I told him maybe like, "Yo," he's like, "Yo, you didn't do nothing wrong. You gonna be free." I hope you get free. He's like, "I'm not getting out anytime soon." After
you think YNW Melly gonna beat that case? They just had a retrial or not, so I mean that's even like me and my dad were talking about, like that's like just worse because they're just going to get more evidence to put in, and it doesn't help you. I mean, people be like, "Oh, they don't know what they're doing," but they're going to get the right evidence since they fucked up. That's what a retrial is. It's basically saying the law fucked up first time. Let's do it a second time.
Try to get them guilty.
It's not really like that. Yeah, they fucked up, but the only reason why they got a mistrial, but
they don't really got evidence.
Usually when a mistrial happens, and they don't go back after you, is because they don't got the time to, and they don't got the money for it. But the fact that they go back after,
they're going back after him. Yeah,
they're just gonna spend all that extra money to go after this nigga again. But whatever new evidence they find, they still gotta bring that shit to discovery.
That's what they're doing.
And what new evidence they really gonna find? I really think they only did this shit to just get a whole new jury.
Yeah, they're gonna try to find a jury to get him.
Oh yeah, because the jury.
Because it's a new jury now. Yeah. Hung jury, that means you get 12 new people.
8 no's and 3 yeses.
And then remember,
that's the problem. It's 8 no's and 3 yeses. Now they can find a jury and they ask him questions and they're like, oh shit, try to get him for all these people.
That's that job.
Yeah. We gotta talk more about Ja too, low key on this podcast.
You seen he got a big ass tattoo on his back?
Ja, yeah.
Like, and he did that like no anesthesia. Lil Uzi got the same shit on his back, but what Lil Uzi did, he got like a lot of money. He got money for that too, but Lil Uzi basically
lost a lot of money.
There's this thing with the tattoos where you could go on anesthesia, so like you don't really like feel it or know what's going on.
Yeah.
And he got a full back shit like same size as Lil Uzi, and he's got 6 different artists tattooing his back at the same time. Yeah. No anesthesia.
I still can't believe Ja lost all that money because he did that video, like, and then he had the suspension shit. Like he lost all that money because of that shit.
That anesthesia shit, that you gotta have money to be able to do that. But that was really
I'm scared
cool
of
that they did
that
shit because
I'm scared of that shit. That anesthesia.
You could get anesthesia and get a tattoo now because you won't even be knowing what's going on.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like anesthesia be scary though, because like it feels like you. It feels like.
I feel like I'll be alright just drinking and getting a tattoo, but put me under for that shit. Just put me under if I need some real surgery. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but that's
I had to get my wisdom
teeth
out. I freaked out when they told me anesthesia.
Wisdom teeth.
Knowing Lil Uzi's gonna pay them $50,000 for anesthesia.
That's the shit all the way in the back.
Yeah,
I still didn't get that shit.
Yeah. Nah, they put me under anesthesia, bro.
The wisdom tooth?
Yeah.
You didn't get it yet?
Nah.
No, they put me under anesthesia. I'll never forget it, bro. I used to be scared.
Yeah, you gonna be doing that shit. If I gotta go get a wisdom tooth pulled out, I don't want to be awake. You gotta give me all those.
Bro, they had to pull a tooth out like two teeth before the wisdom tooth.
Did they give you any drugs?
Yeah.
Bro, I just got that shit. I paid them money to get that shit capped. I was not trying to get that shit pulled out. That shit
hurts.
Bro, that shit is crazy.
You know what's crazy is that like a few days after that shit, I ended up recording Luxury with the gauze pads. I remember I had the gauze pads in my mouth, so my mouth was bleeding for like a week straight. But I was freaking out. That anesthesia though, I was scared of that shit because
I'm smart.
You good?
Yeah. Now the anesthesia though, that should be scaring me though, because it's like it feels like you're dead. Like you just like you don't know what's happening. Like it's not like you're dreaming where you're like you're sleeping. Like you feel like it's like you're dead, and I freaked out. I was like, bro, I'm not going on anesthesia. You can keep me awake. I can go through all the pain, all that shit.
You're bugging, bro.
I didn't give. This was when I was. This is when I was all like on drugs and shit, and I was all fucked up, where I was like getting scared of dying and shit. Because I had that phase where I was scared of dying, and they said the anesthesia. I'm like, shit, I can be dead with this shit. And I look at the doctor. I'm like, he's like, because it took me. I refused to do it for like a half hour. I had the fucking dentist waiting for a half hour. He's like, why don't you want to go under? And I go, I'm just scared I'm gonna die. He's like, well, you know what? I'm like, what? He goes, you won't know if you're dead or not. And he presses the anesthesia button, and they put it in me, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then all I remember was like saying, what the fuck? And then I wake up like an hour later. I look at the dentist. I'm like, you fucking.
I'd rather you just make me numb so I can still see shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather at least like make me. I'm like, whatever. And they were like. Dead or not for that shit. That shit freaked me out.
Yo, I got a little bit left of E&J if you fuck with it, gang.
Shit, once I check off this drive, I got like an hour, 30-minute drive. If I drink
fuck with
blacks,
E&J, gang?
Oh, no. Yeah, if I drink a dark right now,
you want something?
I don't drink, bro. I've been, like I said, I've been sober 10 months now. Bro, it's just crazy.
Sober? 10 months?
No weed, no drugs, no alcohol, none of that shit. 10 months straight, bro.
Damn, that's what's up.
Listen, even Smooth knows it too. When I was doing like blaming myself, I was a mess, bro. Like I was a mess. Shaved my head, grew a beard. I was a mess, bro. And I just said, you know what? I gotta get
like my son K gotta sip some lean before he start his stool session.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm shit. 2 months that 130-minute job. I probably gotta dip out soon.
Yeah.
I got free chopstick right there too.
Yeah. And I was like, straight
I got the chopstick in my pocket.
I was smoking
in the bros, bitch. She a dusty lip.
Hey, straight up though, like
they don't give a fuck. Bro,
how do you feel about like relationships and like dating females nowadays? Like it's a little bit different after like the COVID era.
Yeah, I already know that.
Some people are shy.
I heard niggas be wilding with the body count.
There's two sides. Yeah, they be wilding with the body count, and then there's also a lot who's not getting no.
No, I'm talking about this nigga wilding with the body count.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you Mr. Popular.
The fuck?
Nah, it's just like. That's the thing. Like, I'm open to doing shit. Cause like, here's the thing. I have people in my DMs, and I get it that like they see like I can't get attached. Like, my problem, and like I talk about it in Luxury, my song Luxury, is that after my breakup, that's when I started blowing up, and I started getting attached to these females who were saying they fucked with me when really they were just clout chasing, and it would hurt me thinking that shit like they only like me for this. But then I realized, you know what? I want something that I'm not having back. Let me just at least take advantage of it. I know they are just doing shit to fuck with me. Let me just play their game, and then let me have the upper hand. Let me play their game, and then not get hurt in the end, and just move on. And that's what I'm saying. I just move on, do my thing, move on, grind. Have a little action with them, and then just move on.
Everybody's
Don't
in
be
jail,
focused.
bro. That's the problem. People keep getting to the top with this shit. There's thousands of niggas doing this shit, making music, great songs every day,
and then they get locked up.
They're getting in trouble and shit. And even the ones who aren't getting in trouble, who are out here and just normal civilians, like, they don't even break through the top. Like, I want somebody to break through the top so bad. We all do. That's what we're all trying to do. Like, how do people get, like,
John coming out soon?
How do we get to being an Ice Spice and a Drake? You feel me? I'm trying to be like Rick Ross. You feel me? Having dudes come up. Dude came up. He got a package delivered. The dude was like, "I need your ID." He's like,
Rose?
"I'm the boss.
I'm Rose."
And the dude was like, No, I need your ID. Like, dude, do you see what driveway you just drove up here? Like, do you think this is somebody else's house besides this dude? He's got all his cars out right now. You ask him for identification. I could drop my packages off.
I was thinking some fuck shit. I was gonna just say, nah, I can't say that shit.
Amazon deliveries can't even go up his driveway. They gotta put it in front of the gate.
Yeah. You see the idea, like,
bro, you know Pop Smoke's killers got fucking killed and thrown in a fucking trash can on the beach in LA.
That's how they moving.
That's good, bro. That Pop was really a good dude, bro. At all the studio sessions, like, say Pop was in here right now, he would have like pizza in here and
listen, I got a Pop
people
story
would be scared to take it because he was such a given man.
So,
but
yeah,
they didn't. Basically, like, the seafood would just sit there because people were too
same
scared
thing with
to eat
Nipsey.
up.
Nipsey was a good dude, and that's why they had the as soon as Nipsey got killed, the whole hood was looking for the killer. And what happened too is, like, there's a Pop story. Like, I remember my boy, we was he produced
like,
for
RIP P&B, RIP Nipsey, RIP. Like, all that shit is
and listen, like,
crazy,
my boy, he produced for Pop, and this was when we were in high school still.
Good people.
And this was right before COVID, and he was like, yo, like, I was tapped in with this one dude he produces. He's like, yo, like, he's like, I fuck with your music. I'm like, thanks, but I was like, if you want, hit up a studio session with me one day. We can chill in the city. I'm like, bet. He's like, I'm actually going in a session in a week with this rapper Pop Smoke and Ross Swish. And I'm like, shit, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, if you want to pull up to the session, we're not gonna record, but just chill and shit. I'm like, bet, I'm down for that. Next morning, me and Smooth were getting ready for our basketball game. Looked on my phone, Pop Smoke got shot and killed very next day. Shit. He's like, and I remember he's like, Pop Smoke's, my boy Pop's in LA right now. He's flying out back to New York next week. We're gonna get the session if you want to come. And I was like, word. I didn't even know. Honestly, I did not know who Pop Smoke was at all until he died. And that night, I was looking up Pop Smoke. I knew who Ross Swish was because we were playing him before basketball games. I remember Jazeer was doing that shit. Shout out my boy Jazeer. And very next day, he got killed. I remember, I was like, no way. I remember running to the locker room to tell Ja that Pop died. And I remember Lenniper was like, why are you, like, freaking out? Like, are you good? I'm like, Pop Smoke just died. She's like, who's Pop Smoke? I'm like, he's a rapper. He's the rapper we'll be playing during the games and shit. I remember we were all playing his playlist.
Really used to be having everybody on alert, freaking everyone out, like, yo, da da da.
I remember that day. I remember because that shit was crazy.
Like 20 people in 2 seconds. So everybody.
Because I remember he texted me. He's like, yo, Pop just died, and I'm like, what? And then, like, a minute later, boom, I'm getting all the noties because he knew beforehand because, he had people that knew.
That shit was so stupid, bro.
Even when Kobe died, like, I knew that Kobe died, like, an hour or two before they reported it.
After he got out the shower, 18-year-old kid just shot him in his chest.
Yeah.
So stupid.
It's ridiculous. And then it's, what it is, too, these people that are killing her, it's just these wannabe people.
The bitch who was in the crib who noticed them, she's like,
I'm trying to get up.
They're just trying to get their name for themselves, and they don't realize how stupid they are and how much hate they're going to get for especially killing a legendary rapper. If you're killing a rapper, it's street shit, like that shit. But when you're killing a good artist, like the Nipseys, the Pops, all that shit, you're gonna get fucking. You better watch your back, because the streets are gonna be after you. But yo, before we end this podcast, yo, what you want to say about this Josh song dropping out? What do you want to say about it? Talk about it a little bit more. Hype this song up.
When this Josh dropping out, this Josh is gonna be the fucking littlest song in the city. It's coming straight from New Jersey, going straight over the George Washington Bridge, touching New York, the fucking Big Apple.
You know
if you're not there, don't miss out. Don't worry, you're gonna be there. It's gonna be lit. Everybody gonna get sturdy. With my man's Eddie Clutch, it's gonna be a fucking mod things on the scene. Make sure they there, bro. That shit gonna be viral for real.
I'm blessed, you know. Like I said, we putting this Jersey club, Jersey Drill on the map, representing Jersey, representing the Bronx, representing New York tri-state area. We repping everybody out here, because like I said, we give love to our hometown. We give love to everybody that was here for us in the beginning, and we gonna put it on the map. We gonna go viral with it, and we out it. Keep the Glock on me like Ja. Yeah, clutch time.
Clutch time. Shout out to my son Big my son Steven. You know, he always out here. Every time I'm out here, that's the big bro. Shout out to my son Mixed by Smooth. He fucking mixed that shit the fuck up. And shout out to Eddie Clutch. Man, I wish my son Kaden could be here. He gonna be here next time, and he gonna hear him on that track. Wish I hear his part for real. Gonna go crazy.
For real.
Yeah. We gonna have this track going blasted. I'm about to play that shit live with y'all, man. Right now.
I gotta hear that. Hey, before we leave, bro, let me hear that shit on the Tesla speaker. Yeah,
that shit on the
Tesla. Time we out.
Hey, word. Appreciate you, gang.
Appreciate you too, bro. For real.
Word, yo. Straight motivation.
It is, for real. That's a good ass podcast.
Word.
Because he was recording on there. We got the 2 angles. That shit's perfect, bro.
I can't wait. I can't wait till I start my stove.
Yeah, I'm saving up for a Tesla. Good, they good, like. I feel like work tomorrow morning. Word.